Hi guys, I'm Eileen. Today I want to talk about the 10 very expensive shopping mistakes. This is a topic I'm very passionate about because I've done a lot of the shopping mistakes myself in the past and wasted a lot of money. So now I'm very intentional with my spending and I'm also very selective with what I bring into my closet. I find that when I'm disciplined with myself and my money, I feel a lot more content and happier. So I really hope you'll find this video helpful or relatable. And without further ado, let's get started. The very first expensive shopping mistake is buying on credit or with money you've not made. In another word, getting into debt for shopping. I was raised in a household where if you want to buy anything, you first have to save up for it and pay for it in full. So buying on credit was something very foreign to me and it really puzzled me until of course I figure out the bank is making a lot of money from it. Just a little disclaimer though, because I do buy everything using my credit card now because I get cash back for it. So in a way, it is free money. So I do recommend using your credit card to your advantage because it is a safer way to pay as well. Now I know a lot of my audience are very sensible and responsible shoppers. But I know it is now becoming a norm to buy everything on credit and make only the minimum payment. And I really don't recommend that, especially for discretionary spending like fashion or luxury shopping. I'm sure you know the interest rates for credit cards are very high. In fact, you can invest in anything today and the return will not be as high as the interest rates for your credit card. So essentially, don't try to buy happiness using your credit cards because it won't last and you might even resent your purchase in 2 months' time when the payment is due. Shopping mistake number 2 is not reading or familiarizing yourself with the return policy and then missing out on the refund. Before you buy anything, big or small, it's absolutely essential to have a look at the return policy. For example, if I'm buying a pair of shoes today, I would prefer a website that offers free return and a longer period of refund. That way, if I don't like the shoes that much, I would have no hesitation about sending them back. Another tip is to not be overexcited and remove all the labels and price tags when you receive the item, because that just means return is no longer an option. Instead, have a few days to cool down and make sure you really love the item before officially closing the deal. Some stores might also only offer exchange rather than refund. So if you can only get the store credit rather than your money back, you might then force yourself to buy something else from the store, and that for me is buying just for buying. Expensive shopping mistake number 3 is doing special occasion shopping. In the past, when it's my birthday or anniversary, I often felt the need to buy something nice to celebrate the occasion. Now I think if you already have something on your wish list that you've been wanting for a long time, getting it on a special date is absolutely fine, but don't feel like you have to make a purchase just to make the day feel special. I've shared this before, so a while ago, my husband and I went to Chanel on my birthday and he asked me to choose a birthday present. Now to be honest, I didn't have anything on my wish list, but since he offered, I thought I might as well choose something nice and I ended up buying the wallet on chain. It was completely an impulse purchase, so it's no surprise I didn't use the bag at all and I ended up selling it. So now when it's my birthday or Christmas, I would much rather enjoy the day rather than looking for things to buy. In fact, I've told my husband to not surprise me with anything expensive because, as awful as it might sound, it's just a complete waste of money if I don't enjoy the item. What more, I think we should be able to celebrate ourselves at any time, especially when the time is right to splurge, not because of a certain date on the calendar. Expensive shopping mistake number 4 is settling for less. Now, if there's one thing I've picked up along my journey of shopping and creating my ideal wardrobe, it is that my hard-earned money deserves only the best. I'm a firm believer in intentional shopping, so I generally buy less, but with most of the things I buy, I make sure to go for the best option for me. And I recommend everyone to do the same because you will really end up spending less. So for example, if you've been wanting a Chanel classic flap and you know that is your dream bag, you should probably stay focused and not get distracted by other cheaper options strictly because of the price tags, because first of all, you might regret your purchase. Secondly, you might realize you still love the Chanel after all and end up buying it as well. Don't get me wrong, I think it's always a good idea to keep your options open, but if you know in your heart what you truly want, don't compromise, because if you're going to spend the money anyway, you might as well buy something you truly love, even if that means it will take you longer to save up for it. Shopping mistake number 5 is buying just to save. This is a very common shopping behavior in outlet stores because generally prices are lower. So some people might feel like they've already made the trip, so they might as well buy something to make the trip worthwhile. But the thing is, most of the time, we go to the outlet stores not knowing what they have in store. So essentially, we are pretty much doing impulse shopping because we buy just so we can benefit from the discounts. It's the same when we browse online on Boxing Day or Black Friday because we browse for things to buy just so we don't miss out on the amazing deals and offers. So I would suggest to buy your wishlist items on sale rather than buying just to save. Expensive shopping mistake number 6 is making shopping a hobby. This is something I used to do. I used to go to the shopping malls on the weekends because it was the way to distress and unwind after a long week. I would then spend the whole day looking for things to buy, and I really thought that was what made me happy. Same goes with online shopping because I would browse online aimlessly looking for things to buy. I think a lot of people find enjoyment in shopping because it brings instant gratification. That's why people do emotional shopping, because buying something can immediately make you feel better, especially if you're having a bad day. However, I'm sure you know this feeling will not last a long time. So essentially, relying on shopping for happiness is not only expensive, it's also not sustainable, at least for a lot of people. So if you're having a bad day or you're just feeling really bored, certainly try out cheaper or free options like going out for a walk and breathing in some fresh air, watching a nice movie, or just having a nice cup of coffee. I really think a lot of the good things in life don't require a lot of money. Another really expensive shopping mistake is caving into peer pressure or keeping up with the Joneses. These can be your colleagues, friends, family, or people you follow on social media. These days, it's really quite hard not to compare yourself to other people because we are constantly being bombarded with information. I mean, we probably all see unboxing videos of beautiful luxury handbags every single day. So it might feel like it's a norm to get a luxury handbag just like that because it feels like everyone else is doing it. I myself bought too many things because of watching YouTube videos. But now in my 30s, I no longer feel the need to blend in, especially if it requires a certain handbag or jewelry. Ultimately, it's really down to recognizing that you are special and unique in your own way, and you don't need a certain item to look the part. Don't get me wrong, I still really enjoy beautiful things, but I know that I can't possibly have everything, and I believe that with a bit of gratitude, it's absolutely possible to admire beautiful things on other people without actually owning them. Expensive shopping mistake number 8 is not listening to yourself. Needless to say, everyone has different needs, preferences, and liking, and the person who knows these the best about yourself is you. So when shopping for anything, you should really consider these factors and see what works best for you. Well, I think it's important to ask for opinion and do your due diligence. I don't recommend letting someone else make the final decision for you. So for instance, you might go shopping with your friends today and you really want a black Chanel handbag. But now your friends are saying you have too many black handbags and you should go for the one in a bright orange color instead. If you are drawn to the one in the black color, please listen to yourself because you'll be the one carrying the handbag. So you loving the bag is what matters. Another expensive shopping mistake is caving in to the fear of missing out. This is especially true for special edition items or seasonal pieces that tend to sell out very quickly. I feel like Chanel is a perfect example where people can really experience a sense of FOMO. I mean, Chanel comes out with beautiful seasonal pieces for every collection and they tend to sell out very quickly. So if you're like me and you don't have a regular essay, Chanel might only hold the item for you for a day or two, so you do need to make a decision quite quickly. And to top it off, if the essay is saying that the handbag you're interested in is the last piece in the country, it can really make the handbag seem a lot more appealing. So don't let that cloud your judgment and make a rash decision. If you miss out on this bag, there's always another bag. The last expensive shopping mistake is following trends blindly. This is something I speak about a lot on my channel because I really don't believe in chasing after trends blindly. I'm sure you know trends come and go, so if you are buying simply to keep up, it's a rat race and one expensive game. Personally, I think it's a lot more fun and sustainable to dress according to your personal styles rather than accommodating to the latest trends. There you have it. Those are the 10 expensive shopping mistakes we should all avoid today. Again, I love luxury shopping, but I think doing it in a responsible way is so much more fun and satisfying, and I recommend everyone to do the same. So that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. I will see you in my next one. Have a nice day.